Tonight, the latest draft of the Archdiocese of St. Louis's All Things New plan is out, and it's very different from previous versions. 5 on your side's Laura Barczewski joins us now with reaction from parishioners. And this is the final draft for the parishes, right?
It is, Ann, and parishioners of 2 churches tell me they still have mixed feelings because this is going to be a big change, even if their parishes largely stay intact. The Archdiocese of St. Louis is taking 178 individual parishes and turning them into 88 of what they call pastorates.
A pastorate is a community that is under the guidance of one pastor with one pastoral team and staff.
There are several different types of pastorates, but it really depends on the location and size of the parishes. One option is the parish largely stays the same. For example, in Planning Area 10, Immaculate Conception Darden is shaded in purple by itself. The second option is multiple separate parishes share one pastor and pastoral team, but still remain individual congregations. For example, St. Gianna's in Wentzville is shaded in green in the same pastorate as Immaculate Heart of Mary. Elizabeth Meineke with Friends of St. Gianna's says she feels like their concerns were not taken into consideration.
Essentially one pastor in charge of a growing parish in St. Gianna and a very large parish. I believe there are over 1,200 or around 1,200 in Immaculate Heart of New Meli. That's a lot to try to argue that is good for increasing people's access to sacraments.
The third pastorate option in some areas would be to merge individual parishes together to create one new parish. An example of a possible area this might happen is Planning Area 3, where there are a lot of churches right next to each other.
We need to make sure that we answer first. Are these the right communities to come together underneath one pastor's vision before we can actually go case by case and figure out what it's going to look like in each area?
In Planning Area 4, St. Ambrose, the Epiphany of Our Lord, and St. James the Greater are all in one pastorate. St. Louis alderman and member of St. Ambrose, Joe Vollmer, says he hopes St. Ambrose will remain its own congregation even if they share a pastor.
We've been through this before when other parishes have closed their schools and the schools and taken in the other students. So yes, it's a very welcoming situation. I think everyone will find it to be workable.
He says St. Ambrose, like many other churches, is the life of the community.
Without the church, this would just be another neighborhood, I believe. Unfortunately, the church has been it's what they call the heart of the hill here.
Parishioners have until next Wednesday, February 15th, to take a look at the maps and give any additional feedback. This will be the last published draft before the final decision is made and announced on May 28th. We have a link to all this information in the As Seen on TV section of our website.